This is the first summit, the Future of Growth gathering, at Bloomberg's London headquarters. We see this as an annual convening of the leaders that are driving the economic growth that is so important to the UK.
In the space of a year, when we first started thinking about this idea, Britain was in a very different place. Optimism's back on the agenda, growth is back on the agenda. I think it's fair to say that Britain is back in business.
Today we're absolutely delighted to launch Growth Britannia, a new report that seeks to answer the question of how Britain can build world-beating explosive growth companies. Over the course of the past year, we've hosted a series of private dinners and convened over 100 business leaders to really discuss this issue around growth.
I went to the first of the dinners, and what concerns me at the moment is the education system.
We have to start looking at ways in which we make sure that we turn out young people, positive, entrepreneurial, able to accept the challenges of the world that's going to be.
Today we've been running Coders Corner with Decoded, training 25 Gazelle further education students on how to code in a day and learn the essential skills that we think will be so fundamental.
I thought I'd better go and find out what was going on there, and so I did, and here's a short film. Tell me what you've been trying to do here this morning with this lovely bunch.
So we have got 6 groups from colleges all over the country, and we're teaching them how to build web apps.
What is your idea? What's your app that you're working on?
It's called Minder, and it's for parents with adolescent children so they can see what their child's doing.
I've got a 14-year-old, I want one of these.
What we lack is a confidence,
Right.
and what we lack is a global outlook. How many of you here do business with India? Look at that.
We've got to stay competitive. Our entrepreneurs and our businesses need to think more globally, need to be more confident of our capabilities.
The fear of failure is really critical in harming a startup business and a startup ecosystem. I think there's quite a British thing about if someone fails, that's the end of them. And in many ways, it's almost the complete opposite in Silicon Valley.
You mentioned in the report in Growth Britannia, you said that the British dream must be authentic to the national psyche.
People who start businesses, they are not just doing it to make money, they are doing it because they want to do something bigger for their country and their community. That is part of what it is to have a British dream. I think that's every bit as strong and prevalent as the American dream. I just don't think we do nearly enough to celebrate it and to talk about it.
I think it's really important that we recognise the reputation that London is building internationally as being a blueprint for how to grow a digital economy and how to grow a digital ecosystem that the rest of the world looks to.
The Growth Britannia report challenges UK businesses to say we will grow $1 billion business, and that should be the challenge for every CEO, every founder who's starting up.
Partnerships work. We think about it sometimes sort of giant haystacks and Big Daddy. You have to have watched World of Sport in the 70s to understand what we mean, but the tag teaming thing works very well.
What is really powerful about the partnership between us is when one of us is just like, oh God, I'm going to give up, I can't do it. The other one powers in and says, no, come on, we're going to do this. Over your shoulder, Prince Andrew's talking over there. It's quite exciting as well.
Prince Andrew's talking.
Hi.
I want to inspire young people to think about how they can be a part of this digital future. I came across will.i.am a number of years ago, and so I brought him into this for the simple reason that he sees how technology can make a difference to young people.
And I get a lot of energy from being in a room with lots of entrepreneurial people. So we need more and more gatherings like this.
This summit couldn't have happened at a better time.
There's a real sense of optimism and confidence within the technology ecosystem at the moment, and I think Summit will really help to build on that.
Out of days like today, only good can come.
History basically forgets the pessimists. Those who say it won't work are lost in the mist of time, whereas those who take risks, undertake bold, ambitious things, and from time to time succeed, are the ones who matter. For this nation, the sky's the limit.
That is what Summit's all about, bringing together the brilliant businesses of today that could be the world beaters of tomorrow.